Sims, and we are back with more Code Realize Wintertide Miracles, and we are starting Impy Special Epilogue, so yay, Impy wedding! Which, I mean, technically they're already wearing, wait, did she marry him in that part? Like, what is that? I can't remember what happened in the original game, but anyway, this is what we doing today. Because we did Van Helsing in the last part. I've been thinking for a long time that if I was going to have a wedding with you, I wanted to be in the place that's closest to our goal. The moon? Let's go to the moon. Together with you, whom I love most, beneath the high skies where the old man awaits. On the day when the vow of our eternal love is made in front of those who give their blessing, our wish is attached to the sparkling moon, sitting atop azure skies that stretch far above us. We're closer to it here than any place else. And I never know because I start reading in their voices and then it's not that, and I don't know. Anyway. You're not a monster. You're the child of science, created from dreams and hopes. The person who accepted me and held me, uttering words with no glimpse of hesitation. The world's foremost genius engineer who taught me how to smile. Seeing like it's her, but there are times where, like, they don't have the quotes around the things that the guys say, and Impy Barbicane. Right now, I'm chasing after a dream with him and spending our days aiming for the moon. Thus begins the tale of me and the man who is most precious to me. It's really funny because she's like, the man who's most precious to me. I'm like, wait, what about the other? Oh, right, we're in the Impy path, so he's the one who's... Oh, Impy, I do you dirty, I know. But anyway. Yeah, this is like me every day. I don't want to get up. Oh, is it morning already? The sun's rays creep through the curtains, stinging my eyes almost to tears. Seeped in the light of the rising morning, I lie in my old room in a familiar mansion. Lightly petting Spacey, who had slept next to me, I stretch out my arms as I wake myself up. Good morning, Spacey. Are you still a bit sleepy? His fluffy fur beckons me to bury my face in it. The high body temperature that dogs often radiate relieves me as I run my hands through his fur. A curious sensation reels through me, one I never experienced before, on a morning when I can't help from smiling. Which is all well and good, but he's still not home yet. The other slightly bigger pillow that occupies my bed as of recently. Touching it as lays coldly beside me. What? Touching it as it lays coldly beside me, maybe? A sigh falls naturally out of my mouth. God, Tim, stop fucking shit up. Impy, I wonder when he's coming back. Probably never if he went to the moon, he's dead, but, you know, it's okay. You got... Well, ahem, see? Here you go. It's okay, Saint Germain is here. You guys didn't know this was a Saint Germain route. Anyway. I see. In other words, you mean to say that Impy has not yet returned to this mansion in 3 days, no? Yeah, he's been assigned to the coastal to perform maintenance on submarines that are to be displayed at the World's Fair. He was actually planning to come back by tomorrow morning, but... Sorry, Spacey. It's been one hiccup after the next, so it may take me longer than originally planned. But listen to me. I promise I'm not cheating on you, okay? You're my one and only... Oh, like, okay. Look. In these games, we never worry that our boyfriendos are cheating on us. Never once have I had that concern. But also, if I was gonna have that concern for any of them, it would never be Impy. He is like one character that you were like, never would cheat on me because he's pretty much dry humping my leg at all times. So that would never have even crossed my mind. Ever. Huh, but in case you get lonely, there's an Impy doll with a voice function in the storage bay, so give it a whirl. You know what, I'd rather not. By the way, to activate the voice command, hug it tight, switch to microphone 1, and say, Impy, I love you so much, you're so... And that's what was written in the long letter he had first sent me. Since then, I haven't heard from him at all. It's not not unlike Impy to take a leave of absence when it involves experiments. However, for him to leave you without word for 3 days, it seems a tad too long, even for Impy. An hour has passed since I awoke. An hour has passed since Impy sent me a letter is basically what Saint Germain's trying to say. Like, 3 days is like, are you sure he's not? He's dead, girl. He's dead. Just move on. He's dead. After enjoying a light breakfast next to Spacey, who now is the only resident besides Impy and me, I was quietly enjoying an after-meal tea with Saint Germain, who hasn't visited me in a while. I was kind of hoping he lived there. I'd be like, don't worry, Impy, I'm not lonely. Yeah, we're good. Hence why I find myself with plenty of time, so I appreciate your visit, Saint Germain. I know Impy enjoys your company as well, and because this is your house after all, it would be fine for you to visit more often. I have no intention to intrude newlyweds without prior business. Though as its former owner, I must extend to you my gratitude for caring for this mansion. Looking around the room nostalgically, Saint Germain makes a slight nod. Next time, it would be wonderful for the rest of the members to gather as it has been a while. It seems that Van Helsing and Dahlia are both concerned about you, saying, "Don't you ever tire of Impy?" No need to worry about that. In fact, I'm the one giving him trouble. Bullshit. Not too long ago, an explosion I had caused spurred Impy to cause... Oh, I had caused... Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, no, I was reading it right. Not too long ago, an explosion I had caused spurred Impy to come flying in complete panic. Why'd you let Tim type this one? Jesus! We haven't had a goddammit fucking Tim in a long time, so here you go. This whole part. Recalling the fun memories we had made, I gazed calmly into the past. That one was a really precious CG, actually. Of the time we confronted the giant Nautilus and of our safe return. How the poison left my body and how we embraced each other tightly. She literally threw herself on him. That's actually kind of cute, too. How we had our wedding up in the high skies and vowed to aim for the moon. Okay, so I guess they actually did get married. I don't remember that. I thought she only married Lupin. But then again, those are wedding clothes. So I don't remember. God, it's been a long time. But anyway. Also, no offense, but Impy is my least favorite, so I remember less of his than anybody else's. But I love him so much that as adventure comes to pass, I start to think that I couldn't possibly love him more than I already do. Yet Impy would overturn these thoughts and cause me to fall deeper in love every day. Yesterday I was happy. Today I was even happier. So tomorrow I'll be even happier than the day before. My life had been so fulfilled by Impy that I believe this wholeheartedly to be true. He's bright and warm. He can light up anyone he meets. In a way, he's almost like the sun. As I finished what I had to say, Saint Germain shook his white porcelain teacup and smiled gently. My goodness. Thank you for bragging to me about your fairy tale life. He's like, fuck you! I've been alive for 7,000 years! I'm lonely! Oh, poor Saint Germain. Seeing the joy in your eyes makes me, the listener, almost feel embarrassed. I'm not bragging or anything. Oh, then are you not besotted with Impy? I love him. Oh, but don't tell him. I feel as though it would encourage him to hug me without warning. What is wrong with that? I mean, on a normal basis, it's Impy, and yes, there's something wrong with that. But you're in love with him, and he's your husband, and it's okay for him to hug you without warning. I'm just saying. Unfortunately, that I cannot guarantee. After all, I am terrible at hiding things. What? You hid from everyone how fucking stabby you were. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. Saint Germain, I love you, though. Ending the conversation with a teasing chuckle, Saint Germain puts a sealed letter onto the table. That's right. I almost forgot to tell you my original purpose for coming here. You're evicted. I received a reply from the government in regards to your inquiry from the other day. Really? So what did they say? As expected, it seems that Isaac had done some research about space as well, although it's only a very small portion of it. After helping to develop the submarine, and now that the government is offering monetary aid, Now that we resolved the issue with funding, we were on our way to officially planning a design for a ship that could reach the moon. Oh my fucking god, that'd be kind of fun. However, to make this monumental achievement, we needed to accrue more scientific data. The latest technology from the Royal Society. Research results graciously given to us by Victor. Things imparted to us from Nemo. As we gathered all of the data and technology we could, what came into our ears was a rumor that my father, Isaac Beckford, who is versed in all scientific disciplines, had performed research about space as well. If that's true and we could obtain those research documents, it would be perhaps our greatest asset. And so, we at Saint Germain confirmed this by having him ask his contacts, but however, unfortunately, though the rumor that he had done research is true, his yielded results appear negligible. From the looks of things, there do not seem to be many records or government-owned documents either. There aren't any documents left? Correct. Although I do not know if the government had obtained them or if they ever existed to begin with. It's up to me to look into it more deeply as well. Saint Germain finished his tea and stood up. After escorting him to the front gate, I came back inside feeling troubled. If I found informative documents, I thought it would help Impy immensely. If the government doesn't have it, there's a big chance they don't exist. If in the United Kingdom, Isaac's knowledge is handled with the utmost security. Thus, almost all of his surviving work is under the careful watch of the Parliament. Very rarely there are other documents that are traded within the black market, but they're not something you would be likely to see with a cursory search. However, some may exist. Could this be? I flipped through the memory in mind, standing with eyes wide open. At my mansion in Wales, Father had left many of his books behind. Most were illustrated reference books and novels, and little that he had written himself, but a chance remains that he may have left something within the stacks I hadn't touched. In that case... Okay, that settles it. I'll try heading to Wales. Impy was currently preoccupied elsewhere with no real idea of when he would return. Though returning by myself intimidated me, the days of being targeted by Twilight are behind me. Moreover, if I were to provide some useful information after Impy returns home, exhausted no doubt, I'm sure he would beam and it would remove some of the burden from his shoulders. Maybe he might say thank you and compliment me, then rub my head and praise me. The fuck are you, 8? Cece, could you come along with me? What are you gonna do, leave a dog alone for a week? She's not the brightest crayon in the box right now. Look, hanging around with Impy has made you kind of dumb. Like, I get that you had amnesia and shit, but you should be like a normal person now and not be this dumb. Like, he'll rub my head and praise me! Look, we all want praise, but it's just a phrasing, I guess, where you're like, what the weirdness? Grow up a little, honey. Stop acting 12. It's freaking me out. And then the, Cece, you want to come? Of course he does. He's a dog. Can't leave him by himself. I mean, well, you probably could. He's smart. He's probably better off by himself than Impy is anyway. Imagining the happy face of the man I loved, together with Cece, I prepare to depart. It would be a tad troublesome if Impy returns home before I do, which you know he will, but perhaps I can leave a note or something to stave off his worry. Taking a stationery paper that was close to me, I quickly jot down my message. I'll be heading to the mansion in Wales together with Cece to find some documents. Oh, but it won't be a surprise if I write down my plans. If I state clearly my intentions for my trip, then the surprise would be ruined. Then, oh god. I was like, he's gonna get confused. You left me! That's what he thinks. He's gonna oh my god. I should conceal my intentions and instead keep the message brief. I'll make it polite so I don't arouse suspicion. Oh, dear god. Alright, that should do. Thinking of the words that meet these criteria, I completed the letter to Impy, which is basically like, I'm going to Wales with Cece! And he's gonna come home and be like, she left me! This is what's gonna happen. You know it. I mean, this... Now we're Impy. Humming along. Capital of the British Empire, London. While it's trotting through the lively city, which reconstructed itself after the Nautilus bombing, I happily hum a familiar tune. I mean, sure. Passers-by often return me a peculiar glance, but it's their loss, and bees are caught with honey. After all, I've got a spring in my step today for accomplishing my task. My feet feel light, like angel feathers have sprouted from my back. But man, that was seriously a lot of work. Well, that's all for my beloved honey. Taking out the small box in my pocket, I gently rubbed the surface of it, as if to check the weight of the important items sitting inside of it. Spacey, I hope she would be happy with this. No, I should stop it being so unsure. She'll positively adore it. Of course I would. It's from the person you love, you're going to adore it, right? In fact, she'll be so happy that... Whoa, Impy. Keep it pure. I'm so happy, Impy. Marry me. Oh, come on, honey. We're already married. Or, do you want to have another wedding? I just figured she sounded stupid in his brain. The possibility is there. Letting my joyful imagination run wild, I hurry my steps toward the mansion. Usually this would be the time when someone would interrupt me, but fortunately there's no one to stop me now. I would say, this would be one, but fortunately, fuck. So I continue to daydream to my heart's content, and I place the small box back in my pocket. Anyways, first things first, I got a lot of apologizing to do for her, my beloved. This time, obtaining my little surprise required a few detours here and there, but the job itself took longer than planned. She loves me so much that she can't contain it, so I'm sure she cried all night for me. Look, I know we married Impy in this route and everything, but like, this is so cringy. It's like, she totally cried over me. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna leave. You know what? No. When I wrote that note that said I went to I meant it. I didn't go for documents for you. I'm just leaving because Jesus Christ, simmer down. So that's why today, I must offer her my sincerest apology. Like, just look, I get it you were overcompensating when we were, like, in the main path. You know, like, oh, I love you, blah, blah. We are married now. Simmer the fuck down! And I've got to give her all my love. Please don't. Please don't. I'm back, my angel. Your dear darling husband is home. This is why we left. Okay, you know what I just realized? Why is the banister so low on the stairs? Like, doesn't it just look like it's like to your knees? Just doesn't look like, I don't. Plus, also the stairs are like really, really tiny. It's like it's basically a fucking slide. It's like a bumpy ass slide. I don't get it. Just now, in all the games we have played in the same CG, I'm just like, now the stairs bug me. I mean, I get it. Some of them, it's probably like, no, it's not like risers and anything. They're literally just the tiniest motherfucking stairs. Wow. Huh? I tilt my head, feeling perplexed for receiving no response. Usually my adorable wife would greet me with a light pitter-patter of footsteps. For some reason today, I don't hear Spacey's footsteps or even Cece's footsteps. Could she be cooking in the back? My excitement deflates a bit, but I pull myself together and then... Spacey? Huh. She's not here either. Meanwhile, we're running... Impy! He's like, Spacey! And we're just running around because it's a giant fucking mansion and there's only 2 of us here. Could you be sulking and hiding? That's so cute. As I continue to search the mansion, an ominous sweat begins to drip down my back. And no, I'm not here either. I've circled around the mansion 2.5 times. Yet I see no sign of the whereabouts of my precious wife, by whom I'm terribly smitten. What the heck is going on? Could something have happened to her? Hold on, she may have just stepped out to go grocery shopping or something. Yeah, that must be it. As I took a deep breath, I suddenly noticed... Oh. A sealed letter left on top of the table, placed in a way that it would stand out. Let's see. What's written here is just one phrase. I'm going. That's even fucking worse than I'm going to Wales with Cece. Be back soon. Just, I'm going. Jesus. Oh, I didn't think it was going to be this good. I see. Oh. I'm going back to my parents. I see. Say what? I'm going back to my parents' house. Okay, I literally thought I'm going. This can't be! Although, that is also a really good. I'm going back to my parents' house. Why did you leave? Here's Shakespeare's complete works. These are medical books. Reference books on plants, books on astrology. This one is close, but not exactly. The unreliable light from the lantern is no match for the thick dust. After arriving at the mansion in Wales, I hurried over to the mansion's library, searching through all of the documents. I pull out the aged books from the bookshelf, flip through a few pages, then put them aside. After repeating the practice a few times, the year's worth of accumulated dust forms a plume that floats in the light glowing beside me. Although I grabbed a couple of books that might be related, from what I've seen so far up until now, the books I search for do not appear. Sorry, Cece. It's getting pretty late. Maybe we can continue tomorrow. I hold on to Cece tightly so that he won't hurt himself on broken shards of glass. Then I stepped into a room illuminated by the stars and the moon above. My room, where rows of my silent dolls were aligned as if time itself had stopped. Still love that fat fucking owl. Phew! Plopping down into the chair, I deeply exhale as soon as I'm caught in reverie. And soon I'm caught in reverie. It's like literally behind, like, there's like the foxy brown thing behind her head, and then it's like literally right underneath that, so there's just a big round fucking owl. It's cute as shit. For days when I killed my soul, just like these dolls, as I continue to wait for Father. But it's kind of strange. Although I sit here just as I did back then, I no longer hear Father's voice anymore. Soon you're going to hear Impy's voice. What passes through my head instead is the warm smile of my husband who gave life to these dolls. Father, you warned me that I should never know of love, but I'm sorry. I have someone I love now. He's bright like the sun, and he always lights me up. The kind of man who could coax a smile out of a statue. He always lights me up. That sounds so awkwardly weird. If you met him, I'm sure the two of you would get along well. Swell. She said swell. Oh, great. I miss that because I love swell. That's just swell. And I miss being able to say it. However, I know such a scene could never occur now, but for example, if Father and Impy were tinkering with machines as they discussed theories in the mansion's outer garden. In Mansion's outer garden. God, why did you let Tim do this one? They would be so engrossed they would lose track of time, and I would call them for dinner. Then Mother and I would laugh together, saying, "These two are peas in a pod." Or those two. I wish there was a timeline where such a future could have existed. My heart became animated from the thought, and I shut my eyes slowly. Then, just as I was about to fall asleep and slip out of consciousness, I was startled by a crack in the silence, which I infer the sound of something breaking. What was that sound just now? Right now there should only be Cece and me in this mansion. My chest tightened from a wall of anxiety, naturally quickening my breathing pace. Was it the wind or something? As if to ridicule my suggestion, the haunting echoes of footsteps resound from the hallway. Is it Impy, or is she getting kidnapped? In fact, perhaps whatever it is following the lantern I lit, and it's coming straight for me. See that fucking owl? It's like to the left of the chair. It's fucking adorable! I want it! Stand back, Cece. He's your best defense, I'm just saying. I don't know who that is, but I don't think anyone in their right mind would enter an abandoned mansion in the dead of night. In that case, a preemptive strike will protect me. I should assess the situation. I need to calm. Although a preemptive strike would be pretty funny. Ah! Punches Impy in the face. That actually might be worth it. I need to calm down. I take another deep breath and clear my head. Judging from the weight of the footsteps, I see that it's a person and not some sort of animal, which at least provides an opportunity to talk it out. That's right. It's as long as it's not some lout that would suddenly attack me the moment I open up the door. It actually is. 100%. Spacey! Yeah! I wonder which came first, the door opening or him jumping in. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, he's really fucking precious here. This is like the most precious Impy has ever looked in any of the CGs. Like, that doesn't even look like Impy, that's totally some other handsome man. The fuck? I'm okay with this! Impy drives me crazy. But like, could you just not talk and just look like this? Because then I'm okay. Impy? The words barely eked out of my lips, chirp in a dimly lit room. There's no way I can mistake who it is. He wraps his arms tightly around me, almost as if to say he wouldn't let me move an inch. My beloved husband, Impy. There was a force in his hug, like it wasn't much of an option, and his voice bellowed slightly. Like, he's really fucking pretty in this CG. I can't handle it. Like, oh, I'm glad. Huh? I'm so glad to see you again. I really don't know what to do if I didn't find you here. Impy sounds a bit more pained than usual. Our skin touches as he holds me against him, and I can feel his warmth transferring to me. I'm sorry, Spacey, if I made you feel lonely while I was out of the house for so long. It's only natural for you to be upset or sad and want to head back to your parents' house. But please come back to me. Oh, he didn't think we left him. Oh, I feel kind of bad. Like, it was funny. I was like, ha ha ha. Now I'm like, oh, I feel bad. God damn it. The thought of you never coming back is like a dagger to my heart. It has to be with you. I can't go to the moon without you. Wait, what are you talking about? What do you mean by never coming back? Huh? I don't know what you mean by upset. In fact, the reason I came here was for something I thought would make you happy. As I attempt to clarify, I see the words register in Impy's face. Seemingly forced out of Impy's mouth is a goofy phrase in response. Who? What? What? So the only reason you came back to your parents' house is to look for Isaac's research materials? Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry if the letter I wrote was misleading. And then, 5 minutes later, as I explained myself further, oh, I am so glad. Impy made a big sigh and dropped his shoulders in relief. I thought you seriously dumped me from impatience for not coming home. Like, damn, I must be a fickle bitch if that's what you thought. That would never happen. But it was my fault to begin with for leaving a note that may have been misconstrued. I like I'm going. Cece barks, almost as if he's appalled, and I chuckle lightly. Cece's like, I thought we were leaving. I don't want to go back. I don't like Impy. Cece hates Impy. Look, Cece. Impy's not that bad. He's just number 5 in the tier of boys. At first, I couldn't guess who had entered, but thinking about it, I should have had an idea when Cece didn't bark. Actually, if Cece growled, you should have been like, it's Impy, isn't it? Although Cece sometimes growls at Impy. Okay. So maybe that wasn't the indication to go off, but don't worry, Impy. There's no way that I would leave you. Quietly stepping closer to Impy, who still seems dazed. I gently hug him, wrapping my arms around his warm body. Whether it's London or the bottom of the sea, or even if you go beyond the skies, I'll always and forever be with you. Because I love you more than anyone else in the world. You... Spacey, you're so not fair. Whenever you gush adorably like that, I can barely contain my feelings. I don't think there was ever a time when you could contain your feelings, Impy. So true. But if that's the case, I'll try my best to catch them for you. Right as I was about to press Impy's cheeks together with my lips... What? Maybe he had foreseen me coming, as Impy suddenly turned his face as if to receive my lips with his own. Oh. Press his cheek with my... I thought to cheeks with my lips, and I was like, wait, what? Okay, I must have read that wrong. Impy's kiss is playful, if not a tad rough, as he nibbles on lip lightly. You had to go and do that, because that's like the sexiest thing ever, but it's got to be Impy? Really? Well. As my body trembled in surprise, Impy smiles with squinted eyes. I am not reading this if you get frisky. That was punishment, really, because it sounds like it might have been, like, not punishment. What? It might have been a reward. That's the word I'm looking for. For leaving such a mean letter and making me panic, yeah? That's because I wanted to cheer you with the surprise. Nope. No talking back. Oh, well. My punishment is forced kisses. Punish me all you want. Look, I know it's Impy, he's not my favorite, but still, I'm okay with the punishment. I may not look it, but I'm actually a bit upset, you know. Really, I'm not lying. I close my lips after voicing my objection, and Impy smiles kindly contrary to his words. Without being able to endure its allure, I sink my face into his chest with an urge to crumble into him. Impy, you're not fair. Huh? Not fair? About what? Sometimes you're just too cool. I mean, of course. After all, I'm your husband, no? Wait, hold on. If I'm cool sometimes, then how am I usually? Don't answer that. Yeah. What's this? Oh, that's him talking. What's this? Spacey, why are you being quiet? Hey. Anyways, the original reason I came here, it was about my father's research documents. I tried to switch topics forcefully. I had parsed through about half of them, but they could be in the rest I have yet to browse. I want to find it as soon as possible, if at all possible. Yeah, of course. I also want to check through the documents, but it's too dark now. Or more of... Right, that's right. Since we came all the way here, let's leave that aside and... Oh. As he squinted his eyes once more, Impy said the following aloud. Spacey, let's go catch the stars. That sounds adorable. The night in Wales is dark. Compared to London, where lights never cease from working, there's no street lamps here. The only light comes from the moon floating above. In the thick of night, where only moonlight shines to reveal the outline of the bumpy road. Spacey, are you alright? Make sure to hold on tight. And there's some ramps too, so watch your step very carefully. Leaving Cece asleep at home, I head out of the mansion with Impy pulling my hand. Impy, where are we going? That's a surprise for when we arrive. Don't worry, it's not that far. I found a perfect place on the way to the mansion. I wonder what he means by perfect. As I walk with Impy's hand guiding me, the darkness opens up a little bit. The big dark world enveloped in silence. Staring out into the world of night, I naturally begin to think about that day. It's like that time when we dove into the ocean with a submarine. Back then it was totally dark, like this. It was quiet and... Wasn't it? Shining brightly? Spacey, take a look at the sky. The sky? Just as Impy had prompted me to do, I cast my eyes to the view above, not before looking down at my feet so I wouldn't fall. Then... Streams of light dashed through the night sky rapidly. Look at all the shooting stars! Oh, make wishes, people! Yay. Did you make your wish? I'll give you a minute. Okay. You had enough time. Oh, and you still have time. Okay. Not just once either. As I continued to stare, there was a second and a third, briefly shaping a road into the sky. The stars are streaming. Yeah, that's right. Those are falling stars. Shooting stars. Today's the day of a meteor shower. But it was just like I thought. You could see it a lot clearer here than London. I originally wanted to watch this with you today, but so many things got in the way, like work or, how I thought you ran away. Things like that. I almost forgot about it. Wow, it's pretty. Right? With a moonlit cocksure grin, Impy explains it to me. They say that shooting stars are this instantaneous burst of light where a star burns itself out. The final spark is produced when the pieces of the star disappear, having flown through the expanses of space for a long time. Like, do you just wonder if they actually had this knowledge back in the day? Because it seems like that's like There's a lot of shit we don't know about space, but like fucking 100 years ago, people were like, okay, so this is what happened. You're like, whoa, back it up. What? Like, you know what I mean? They literally wrote it into the game, and you're like, that wouldn't happen. It's kind of like how in Hakawoki, they were always like, fuck, son of a bitch! And you're like, I don't think you had that language back then. Maybe you did, but... like, isn't it kind of romantic? You think something like this is romantic, then? What? It's beautiful, Spacey, slapper Impy. Well, yeah, I'm stargazing with the person I love. How could anyone not feel romantic? I agree with him here. Oh, but although I said it's the spark that occurs right before it disappears, and those shooting stars I just mentioned, in very rare occasions, sometimes hit the Earth. Those are called meteorites. I have a piece of a meteorite. You do have a necklace, it's really cool. Yes, I've heard of those. They appear in all parts of the world. Right, and there are many types of those meteorites. Ones that flew from far, far ends of space. Or ones that emerged from a meteorite hitting the moon, which causes pieces to fall and hit the Earth. Impy's face, which pointed at the starry sky, was then suddenly directed towards me. With sparkling eyes, which seemed to reflect the brilliant sky itself. Sitting in Impy's palm was a silver ring inside of a box. Oh my god, he's gonna get a piece of the moon! Engraved upon the skinny ring were detailed patterns that formed a beautiful curve. However, there was a strange empty slot on the top of it. From one look, it appeared to be a strange ring that was without its gem. What's this? It's the proof of our love. Will you accept it? It's empty. Sounds about right. This might sound like an excuse, but one of the reasons my work took longer was because I was getting this ring. She's like, wow! I hope you didn't pay a lot for it. It's missing the stone. Taking my hand as he smiles, Impy draws me closer and hugs me. I mean, he's probably going to put like a meteorite or a moon rock or something in it, and that's going to be ridiculously adorable and precious. You know, we had our wedding, but we still need wedding rings, right? And that's why I've been thinking for some time about giving you the ring you deserve. And this is what you found? She's a little confused, like, okay. Yeah, it looks really great on you, Spacey. Continuing to hug me from behind, we slowly slip our rings onto each other's ring finger. He got himself one too. The immediate cold and tender feeling. The slim silver rings gleam brightly beneath the smattering of stars above. But the design looks a bit different from the wedding rings I know, but what is this empty base? Oh, this! I have the perfect explanation. Here, watch. The answer is right here. He's super precious in the... Okay, like, it's like the game developers when they made this were like, you know what, Impy's not like the best character ever because he dry humps your leg, but let's make him really fucking pretty in this one, so everyone's like, you know what, I kind of forgive his personality, just be quiet and just look pretty, because look at how fucking pretty he is. Shit! We need to adjust your personality, dial it down a little bit, and then I might love you. Because, like, holy shit, he is a sweetheart, but in this one, all of these CGs are fucking amazing. I don't know what she's saying. Impy reached his arm up at an angle, positioning the moon atop the ring. Like a gem. I swallowed my breath a little as I watched the ring overlapping with its base, shining with the moon as its stone. That's actually kind of fucking cute. It's awkward because your ring's gonna have like a little cuppy thing in it and everyone's gonna be like, your ring's missing, and you're like, no, look! My ring is the moon! That's kind of funny. Whoa, this is amazing! If our goal is to head towards the moon, then I wanted to make the moon itself be our wedding ring, you know? Laughing like so, Impy kisses my cheek once again. That's actually fucking adorable. Right now, the only way we can touch the moon is to cast our hands upward, but someday when we land on that moon, let's make a ring again with a rock from that moon. Or from the moon. Like that moon. Not the other one, this one. A special ring just for the two of us. I can think of nothing better. Yeah, definitely. Someday. That's precious. It's a promise. An eternal promise. We'll dedicate our lives to it. I love you, Spacey. As I touch his wonderful gift to the moon, we laugh together. That's like even more adorable than finding a moon rock and putting it in. That's like, look, like just imagine. Just put your finger up. Ready? Hold your finger up under the moon. It's kind of fucking cute. If we find Father's research documents, let's hurry back to London to design the ship with everything included. Our past, our hopes. Precious. The end. Okay. So, boop. We could look at our CGs. So those are, and I wonder, oh, the other one's the completion one. I was like, I wonder what that other one is. Like, I mean, seriously, he is like, you're like, Jesus, you're really pretty here. He's perplexed. Please don't leave me. That is adorable, too. Oh. Then it's like... Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Crap. I'm debating. I'm like, which one? Like, that one's a really good one? That one's a really good one? That's really good? Crap, I keep hitting the wrong button. Like, that's good, but that one's beautiful, too. But you know what? She looks better in this one. She looks a little derpy in this one. Just a little. Slightly. So we're going to stop on this one. So this will be it. Wow. Okay. Anyway. I mean, like, Impy's not my favorite, but he looks so good in these CGs. I mean, and he is a sweetheart. I'm not going to lie. But anyway. So that's that. And in the next part, we'll do St. Germain's. We only have 2 more parts to go, and then we're done with Code Realized forever. The last time we finished a Code Realized game, it was like, it's okay, Wintertide Miracles is gonna come out! And now it's like, oh God! Because, you know, there is no other fan disc that we know of. So, well, that's sad. But anyway, still 2 more parts, so I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.